Good morning, kids! We're so excited you're here! Ryan, kids, what's the matter?
The table. You have to do something with the table. That's how we start every episode.
My goodness, I feel like we've done all that there is to do.
With great power, which is that table.
All right.
It's great responsibility.
All right.
Hey kids, what's up? Welcome to our Olaf episode. It's gonna be a great episode.
Okay, wait, what?
Our Olaf episode.
Olaf.
Yes, Olaf.
The snowman?
Exactly. We're making a snowman episode right here.
It's actually like 90 degrees outside.
Listen,
so.
I understand we're not actually constructing a snowman, but this is our snowman episode for obvious reasons.
Okay, maybe not so obvious to some of us.
Okay.
So maybe.
Okay, think about it. A snowman has a very clear outline. What is that outline?
Okay, so there's the snow, and then
This
there's
is exhausting.
the coal, and then there's the
It's
carrots.
an 8. It's an 8, Miss Carrie. That when in golf, when you get an 8, you call it a snowman. It's our 8th episode. Miss Carrie, why is this so hard right now?
Okay, that took a very long time to get to this. Just to say that it's our 8th episode.
Welcome to our Welcome to our Olaf episode, kids.
Classic Ryan.
I heard the word Ryan and I heard the word classic, and I love that combo.
Are you ready to start now?
Yeah. Maybe we should just move on to shoutouts.
Okay. Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
You ready?
I have some shoutouts that are also shout-out / apologies. Okay, so last week we made our belly flop, our freestyle belly flop video. I had some families that sent me videos after the video was already edited. So, Enzo Braga, I am so sorry that we didn't get your video in there, but here's your shout out and thanks for watching.
And I've got Troy and Violet Ruffing in North Carolina. You guys, we're so glad that you're here.
North Carolina, that's fantastic. Thank you guys for tuning in. There's one other family that did participate in the belly flops. I got the video too late. It's the Peaceheimers. It's Michael, Maxton, and Mason. And Miss Carrie, they did their freestyle flops in a kiddie pool, which is about as brave as it gets.
That is, yeah.
That's a facial injury waiting to happen.
Right.
You young men are brave.
Okay, and for the next shout out, I've got a little song for you, Ryan. Do you know this one?
Ooh.
Do. We got the Addams Family. They've been watching
love that
every
show.
week. Yes.
And I love that family.
They're amazing. We've got Scarlett and we've got Taylor and Bo and sweet little Juliet. You guys.
You guys,
Thanks
I
for
want to
being
thank you
fans.
guys for being so active in our show. You were in the dance video. You were in the belly flop video. We love families participating like that. So hey, everyone take a page from the Addams Family and get more involved in these videos. When we send things out, you send it to us.
That's right. All right, Ryan, what have we got on the docket today?
Well, for starters, we're going to start with a game. It's a fun game. You better put your thinking caps on because it will bake your noodle. And then after that,
new song, new worship, one new song, and one oldie but a goodie.
yes, and then following that, we'll do our message, and then
We've got I think we're gonna bring back Miss Carrie's Craft Corner, right? It's been a few weeks.
Wow.
It's time to bring it back.
the craft corner.
The crafters are ready.
I love it. She's gonna get crafty, and then last but not least, we have a Beaver family game that I'm gonna tell you right now, I'm really excited about you watching this clip because it was a ton of fun to film.
All right, the way you hype that up, I'm pretty excited about this.
As
It's
you
gonna be a great day. All right, so let's take it to the game, Ryan.
All right, kiddos, prepare your minds to be blown because this game requires a lot of thinking, and we have a guest host, which means that it's not me doing a silly voice. It's a friend of mine who said, I can do a character that can host a game, and his name is Dr. DeBoard. Let's see what character he chooses to go with, and let's see how you guys do in this game. Shall we send it?
Let's do it. Here we go.
2, 3, roll it, Cristiano! What's happening, kiddos? It's me, Mr. Ryan's Animoji, and I have the pleasure of hosting the game today, although I'm not really going to be doing it by myself. In fact, you could possibly say that the star of today's show is a friend of mine by the name of Jacques. Jacques, say hello to the kids.
Hello kids, my name is Jacques Sanson and I will be hosting your game today. You may be wondering why I am hosting your game. One is probably I am so incredibly handsome. The other is I am so much smarter than anyone you have ever met in your life.
In case you haven't figured it out yet, kids, Jacques' a bit of a character. Now, before we get into the game, let me just try to briefly explain it. We're gonna show you pictures, and your job is to combine the pictures and try and figure out the words that we're trying to lead you to. And what I was thinking is that each round, Jacques could tell you the answer that he thinks is right, and then I'll tell you whether or not he's right. Let's start with a practice round. Jacques, why don't you talk him through this round?
Let us see here. We have a electronic stick, maybe for amplification purposes, and you have a fish. I will say for this one, we have a stick fish, or fish stick.
Jacques, I'm so sorry to interrupt, but that's not actually the answer. You see, that's a microphone or a mic, and that's a trout. So it's Mike Trout, the best baseball player in the major leagues right now. Sorry to correct you, but the kids kind of need to know how to play this game.
Oh, Mr. Ryan, you are so mistaken, because Mike Trout happens to be the most amazing spokesperson for the fish stick. So, there you have it. And again, my intelligence is proven.
I'm not sure if that's accurate, kids. It would be a pretty cool thing if he was a spokesperson for fish sticks, but either way, kids, I hope you understand how the game is played. And Jacques, if it's okay with you, I'm thinking we jump right into round one.
Bring round one on. I am ready for this. I was born for this. Let's go.
All right, kids, here we go with round one, but I want to say this up front. These are all kind of sort of like picture puzzles. So if you need to pause it, I recommend doing that, and you can spend as much time as you need trying to figure out each round before Jacques pops in and tells us what he thinks the answers are.
So everyone has had a look at the pictures, and now I explain the pictures to you. Obviously, it is a paper, it is a ding, it is a short, and it is a grass. We have a monsieur, pepper ding, short grass. Monsieur Short Grass was my professor at the university.
Are you telling me you had a professor whose name was Paperding Shortgrass?
Well, of course I did. He is the most intellectual mind in the world, and he passed on all his knowledge to me.
Okay, that is a strange name. It was also a bit of a strange answer because the actual answer, as I'm sure most of the kids got, was Finding Nemo. Jacques, I think this next round you're gonna actually get it because this one's pretty easy.
Ah, yes, this is very obvious. I can see it now. You have the pillows, and you have the man who wants to fight. And so here we have the pillow fight. Too easy.
Kids, I think I'm picking up on a bit of a theme, and that is that our friend Jacques likes to overcomplicate things just a little bit. Kids, I hope you got this one right. On the left, we have a fort, and on the right, we have a knight, which means the answer is Fortnite.
Again, this is not difficult at all. We obviously have a galaxy with the stars. We see a man who is very cool. Very, very cool. He's probably an astronaut. The ST means so true. So true, you agree.
Let me make sure I get this right. You're saying it's an astronaut and that the ST in stop stands for so true? As in we've already agreed with your answer? Jacques, you're a character. Kids, that's not the answer. The answer is starburst. That's right, star, and then brr, and then starburst. I hope you got that one right, kids.
Okay, let us see here. We have the luggage. It is cute. That is the cute. It is a very cute luggage. for the sunburnt puppies. It is for the puppies to protect the puppies. Made by my friend, designer L'Argent de l'Enfant. For the sunburnt puppies. Ah, yes.
This dude is getting crazier and crazier as the rounds go on. How on earth did you get cute luggage for sunburnt puppies out of that picture? Clearly, it's barbecue hot dogs. Kids, please tell me you're doing a lot better than our friend Jacques.
Ah, yes. So what we have here is we have the color green internationally, that means to go. And then we have the letter C. And then you told me that they are not eagles, but they are hawks. And what we have is go Seahawks. I hear it everywhere I go. Everyone say go Seahawks, go Seahawks. Best American football team, go Seahawks.
Wow, kids, I'm flabbergasted. I can't believe I'm going to say this, but Jacques actually got that one right. It's Go Seahawks. In fact, everything he said is 100% true, especially that part about the Seahawks being the best football team. Jacques, maybe you are on the right track, and maybe from here on out, you're going to nail these.
So what we have here is a baby chick and the nice little fine fur that you put on the bald man's head. And then the response from everyone is, hey! So my final answer is that you put the fur from the chick on your head and you say, hey, handsome, very good looking.
Wow, kids. Just when I thought Jacques was starting to get it, he goes completely and totally crazy. You cannot take the fur from a chick and put it on a bald guy's head and then say, hey. Not only is that not the answer, it's also probably illegal. So Jacques, don't do that. Kids, I hope you got this one. It's everyone's favorite chicken sandwich maker, Chick-fil-A.
Here is what we have here. It is a very good travel tip for you. I believe we take the ink, so we think about taking the red eye to the balls which are in Spain. So we take the red eye to Spain. Again, my travel tip for you.
I'm speechless, kids. I don't even know what to say anymore. He's talking about taking a red eye, which is a late night flight, to Spain? You'd think that this all adds up to say, think about taking the red eye to Spain. I'm starting to think he might be as smart as he says he is, because you have to be really smart to be this creatively crazy. But kids, that's not what it is. It's the Incredibles. Ink plus red eye bulls Incredibles.
So if you very quickly look at the pictures, one simple mind may say chocolate. However, if you look, it is the color and the fire. And we say the cauliflower chips. This is a new trend in the organic snack. Cauliflower chips.
Never in a million years would I ever have gotten to cauliflower chips. But our buddy Jacques, he gets there fairly easily. And kids, like I said, there's a level of genius to what he's doing. But there's also a really high level of wrong to what he's doing. Because this one is not cauliflower chips, it's chocolate chips. Chocolate chips, which we all love to snack on. Definitely not cauliflower chips, because those sound disgusting. Now kids, I'm sad to tell you that the game has officially ended. However, I do have a bonus puzzle for you. A puzzle that is intentionally difficult. One that you might need help from your parents to solve. But my challenge to you is that you try and solve this puzzle. Pause it, come back to it later, however you want. And when you think you know the answer, write it in the comments below. All right, kiddos, here's that incredibly difficult puzzle. Now, Jacques, I personally have gotten a good laugh out of some of your answers. I really appreciate you joining us. Why don't you take a second and say goodbye to the kiddos?
Au revoir, kiddos. Thank you for letting me spend this time with you. Hopefully you can appreciate the level of my intellect.
I guess appreciating is one way to put it. Jacques, thanks again for coming. Back to you, Miss Carrie and Mr. Ryan. Kids, how'd you do in that game? Did you do well?
Hey, Ryan.
What? What on earth are you doing? You're a little teacup. You're a teacup. Short? No?
No, I'm not sitting, I'm...
Standing.
Yes.
You're standing.
And what letter am I holding up?
Oh, standing. Oh, it's a standing O. Are you
Yes!
saying that's for the kids that did well in that game? You're giving them a standing ovation?
Ovation, friends.
Wow, kids. She played the game to compliment you on the way that you played the game. That is a pretty complicated game.
It was. It took maximum cranium capacity.
Well-
I'm blown away. You guys did phenomenal.
You know what? If that game took maximum cranium capacity, I'm thinking worship today we should give maximum heart capacity as we worship God. What is the worship schedule looking like today?
Always maximum heart capacity when we worship God. You guys, here's my question for you as we go into worship. Did you know that God invites us to come to Him anytime and any place about anything?
I knew that.
You did?
I totally knew that. It says that in the Bible. It's just that God wants us to bring our cares, our worries, our thoughts to Him.
Anytime. And in fact, Hebrews 4:16 says that we can come boldly to Him. Because of what Jesus did, we can come boldly before God with anything, anytime. He never gets tired of listening to us. He's never too busy for us.
But He's the God of the universe, and we're just this little, and you're saying that we can go boldly before God just to
100%.
take our cares? Little old me with my little old issues I'm going through. That's pretty cool, kids. The idea that we can go to God with anything, and God's not like, I don't have time for that. That's my snobby God voice, but that's silly. That's not what He does. You're saying, take it to Him.
That's right, and it's really, really good news. Not only is it mind-blowing, Ryan, it's really good news for someone like me because I have lots of words. I have lots of things going up here all the time. I've got lots of things going in here, and there's always lots going on out here, right?
Mm-hmm.
And so I have a lot of things to talk to God about. And the fact that He never gets tired of me talking to Him, He never gets tired of you talking to Him, kids, anytime or any place about anything. How awesome is that?
Can I tell you right now, I am not getting tired of what you're saying. Just keep on preaching, Miss Carrie.
Well, this song that we're about to sing is called Stars, and it's all about how this God who created the stars, who holds the whole universe in place, you guys, that we can come to Him, that He can handle us. He can handle anything we have. He wants to hear from us. He wants a relationship with us more than anything. He wants a relationship with you. He wants a relationship with me. And Mr. Ryan, He wants a relationship with you.
Even me.
Even you.
I love it. That is a song worth singing because we get to praise God for that amazingly cool attribute or characteristic that He has.
It's truth.
You better bring your A game when it comes to singing this song.
That's right, Ryan. There's never gonna be anything better than God's love for us.
Is this a song that goes, never ever gonna be?
Hey!
I love that
You
song.
saw what I did there. That's right. That happens to be our second song, you guys. We are going to worship God with all we've got. Let's get the roofs of our house shaken. Let's get up off the couches. Let's get ready to worship Him with all we got.
You spoke a word and life began. Told oceans where to start and where to end. You set in motion time and space. But still you come and you call to me by name. But still you come and you call to me by name. The darkest nights can't separate, can't keep me from your sight. I get so lost, forget my way. the same. Whenever I fall away, whenever I start to break. So here I am, let's stand up my heart. Let's stand up my heart. If you can call my raging sea, you can call my soul and rain. You're never too far away. You never show up too late. So here I am, let's stand up my heart. To the one who holds the stars. You're the one who holds the stars.
I could sing about every blessing, name them all one by one. I could sing about the way you love me better than anyone. I could sing about the things you give, like friends and family. So let's start singing, never stop singing. Everybody sing with me. Oh, there's never ever gonna be anything better than your love for me. Oh, there's never ever gonna be anything better than your love. Oh, there's never ever gonna be anything better than your love for me. Oh, there's never ever gonna be anything better than your love. I could sing about the life you give to me every brand new day. And every heartbeat is a chance to sing, a reason to give you praise. I could sing about how you give me everything I ever need. So let's keep singing, never stop singing. Everybody sing with me. Oh, there's never ever gonna be anything better than your love for me. Oh, there's never ever gonna be anything better than your love. Oh, there's never ever gonna be anything better than your love for me. Oh, there's never ever gonna be anything better than your love. I can see about the peace you give to me when I feel alone, and how you're always there to lift me up when I'm feeling low. I can sing because I know your love will ever and always be. It's why I'm singing, I'll never stop singing. Everybody sing with me. Oh, there's never ever gonna be anything better than your love for me. Oh, there's never ever gonna be anything better than your love. Oh, there's never ever gonna be anything better than your love for me. Oh, there's never ever gonna be anything better than your love. Oh, there's never ever gonna be anything better than your love for me. Oh, there's never ever gonna be anything better than your love.
Miss Carrie, is it okay that I consider that kind of a party? It's like a worship party that we are having in our houses.
House party. I love it.
That's
love
fantastic. Thank you and your worship team, as always, for leading us in that. I don't know how you guys do it, but you guys keep coming up with new songs, and I'm loving it.
that. Me too. Every time. All right, Ryan.
Is it time?
It's time.
Ooh, for the message.
I'm actually really excited about your co-host today.
Okay, so about the co-host, I was thinking we could tell the kids, or we could just give them hints as to who our co-host
Ooh, it's like another game.
Yes.
All right.
You ready?
This is
You
an
get the first one.
unexpected game. All right. So kids, think cute,
Cuddly
adorable.
and highly formal in their attire.
Think black.
White.
Think waddle.
March of the...
Penguins.
You just said it! We said we were... Okay, listen. You don't know what penguins we're using. These are very specific penguins, and they're amazing co-hosts. And you know what? I'm a little frustrated that you gave it away. Now the element of surprise is no longer ours to hold over the kids.
I couldn't help it. They're penguins, Ryan.
They are adorable, a little sassy. little
We are.
bit. This is a pretty interesting group of penguins we're going to be dealing with, and this message is another message that I feel like is near and dear to my heart because I personally needed to hear this message for years and years and years, and then one day, the light bulb finally went on.
Like this?
Exactly like that. How did you do that? That's spectacular. Kids, the light bulb went on. I realized something that was really important, and it's changed so much about my relationship with God as well as my relationship with the people around me. I hope that this message hits you the way it's hit me, and I hope it changes your life the way it's changed mine.
I can't wait. Let's roll it.
What's happening, kiddos? It's me, your friend, Mr. Ryan Zanamoji. And before we get into today's message, let's take a second and say hi to our co-host for the day. It's the Penguins of Madagascar. What's happening, guys?
Who are you?
What? God, come on, guys. Tell the kids that we're friends. We know each other. Come on, just tell them.
Kowalski. Sorry, sir, no clue.
Seriously, guys, you're gonna do me like this in front of the kiddos? This is not cool. Wow, kiddos, this is awkward. I promise you, I know these guys, but for some reason they must not remember me, and I'll be honest, it does hurt my feelings, just a little bit.
Gotcha, didn't I?
Oh, Skipper, you dirty dog. Why would you mess with me like that in front of the kiddos?
No reason at all.
Okay, whatever, you got me. Who cares? Let's move on because I need you guys to help me with the message. That is, of course, if you think you can handle it.
We're the elitist of the elite.
All right. See, I knew you guys were good, but I figured I'd ask because this is an important message.
Okay, boys, this is it. The mission we've been preparing for our entire lives.
All right, Skipper. I am so glad that you guys are taking this so seriously because today we're going to be talking about the topic of sin.
Don't look, doll. This might get hairy.
Sin can definitely be a pretty hairy subject, but today we just want to talk about one simple truth. In fact, it's one simple verse. It's Romans chapter 3, verse 23, and it says this: everyone, all of us, have sinned and fallen short of the glory of God.
That's outrageous.
Come on, Skipper. That's not outrageous. It's just the truth. I mean, all of us have made mistakes. And yes, that includes me, and it even includes you.
Well, I don't think I like your attitude.
I promise, I'm not trying to give you attitude. I'm just trying to lay out a basic truth about all of us. And that is that we all make mistakes. We all sin. And that includes me, and it even includes you. It's just something we naturally do because it's in our nature.
You know what? I reject nature. Who's with me?
Good luck with that, because I'm telling you, you will fail. And when you do, how do you plan on hiding that from everybody?
You didn't see anything.
Honestly, Skipper, I'm kind of confused. Why are you having such a hard time admitting this? I mean, I started by saying that it's true of all of us. It's not like you're alone. Why is this so hard for you?
Come on, people. Do I have to explain this to everybody?
Honestly, that would be really helpful, because I, for one, am incredibly confused. You're obviously not willing to admit it, so what do you do with the undeniable fact that you, just like the rest of us, have made some mistakes in your life?
We take this shame to our graves.
Oh, come on, Skipper. That is not the answer. What you're doing is not at all what God wants for us. In fact, some of the people that Jesus had the hardest time with, the Jewish religious leaders, did exactly what you're doing right now. And Jesus went out of his way to try and help them see that that was no way to live.
Really?
Yes, Private, really. In fact, in Matthew chapter 23, Jesus spends almost the entire chapter addressing this issue, this behavior that the religious leaders practice. And it's called hypocrisy, which means that we want to look one way on the outside, but really on the inside, we're very different. And so Jesus tells these religious leaders, you know what? You guys are so busy cleaning the outside of your cups, but inside, you're filthy. You're covered in dirt. And the saddest part of all was that because these were the religious leaders, other people saw what they did and thought it was the right thing to do. And so one of the things that Jesus went out of his way to do when he showed up and started teaching was to help people see that there's no reason to cover up your sin. But instead, we should confess our sin and come to him and accept the incredible grace that he offers us.
I think I get it now.
That's awesome, Private, because when you understand this, it can change so much about the way we live. We'll no longer feel the need to cover up our sins, to be hypocrites. Instead, we can rest and trust in the fact that God knows what we've done, but He loves us anyway because of His incredible grace. And it allows us as a church to be real with each other. We can be open about our struggles, and we can show each other the same grace that God showed us.
You know, we're all in the same boat here.
Exactly, Skipper. That's the whole point. As Christians, we're all in the same boat. We're all flawed, we're all sinners, but we're all saved by God's amazingly incredible grace.
If that ain't a family, I don't know what is.
Exactly. And that brings me to the end of the message. What I need you kids to know is that God invites you to rest and trust in His grace and to be a part of that family that Skipper was talking about. A family where you don't have to pretend like you have it all together. A family where there's no need to act like a hypocrite because everyone knows we have issues. And that is all I really needed you to know for today's message.
Well, now you know everything, except the part you can never know. In fact, forget everything you just saw.
Oh boy, no kids, please don't forget everything you saw today. We really want you to remember that God invites us to live openly and honestly, and the last thing He wants is for us as individuals or as a group to feel like we need to pretend like we have it all together. God invites us to rest and trust in His grace, both in our relationship with Him and in our relationships with others. And that, kids, is something I hope you never, ever forget. All right, that's it. We'll see you next week. Back to you, Miss Carrie and Mr. Ryan.
Oh man, Ryan, there's something really amazing about not having to hide the fact that we've got some issues.
That's right, kids. It is incredibly freeing to know that we don't have to have it all together. God loves us even in our brokenness, and that is Cristiano. I didn't know what to do with that. That was him. It just walked right by. Anyway, kids, I was saying that there's something really freeing and awesome about individuals that can just be honest that they have flaws.
And be real, right? Like be really real.
Even though sometimes that's a little scary, and the ultimate thing that I hope you picked up in that message is that that's what we as a church are supposed to be. If there's ever a place where people can be themselves, it should be at the church. But sadly, for a lot of my life, I tried to act like I had it all together. And spoiler alert, I
Didn't work.
I didn't.
Didn't work.
Yeah. So Miss Carrie, this crafting corner of yours, kids, I did some research, and it was specifically having to do with the restrictions of where you craft. Why is it that you have demanded that all the crafting in your house happens in that one corner?
No.
It's called Carrie's Crafting Corner.
Called
Kids,
Carrie's
it's
Craft
called Carrie's
Corner,
Crafting.
but the corner can be anywhere, Ryan. In fact, I encourage to craft outside of the corner.
Really?
Away from the corner. You could be as far from the corner as you want to.
That is a confusing name, but a really, really cool attitude for you to have in your house.
Right?
Free range crafting. That's what I like.
And I think you guys are gonna love today's craft. It's coming in hot. And by hot, I mean there's something to that, but I'm not gonna tell you right now because then I'll give it away. But just trust me, it's hot.
We'll see.
Hey everyone, welcome to another edition of Miss Carrie's Craft Corner. I am Miss Carrie and
I'm Ella.
And as you can see, we're not in a corner at all, proving once and for all that there is no restrictions or boundaries on crafting. We can do it anywhere or any place, right Ella?
Yeah.
All right, and today we are very excited about today's craft, aren't we? All right, Go ahead and get it out. Big reveal. What is it?
It's a sun catcher.
It is a sun catcher, you guys. And guess what this is made out of? Beads. Ella, get out the beads. This is the most important supply. Look at this, you guys. They're pony beads, just regular beads that you kind of string on bracelets and necklaces. And today we are going to heat them up, get them hot, and melt them down and create this beautiful sun catcher. All right, Ella, what does translucent mean?
It means see-through.
That's right. So make sure you get the translucent ones, you guys. All right, where are the rest of our supplies?
In your crystal.
That's right. All right, what have we got, Ella?
We've got these safety goggles.
That's right. We need safety goggles. And you've got the cool yellow ones. I really like the yellow sunglasses. Have you ever worn those? They make the world look really happy. All right, but we need those because we also need to drill at the end. See? We're gonna put a drill, or we're gonna drill a hole into the plastic. So that's a really fun part. All right, what else have we got? We've got oven mitt because, like I said, it's gonna get really hot. We are going to use a barbecue. So you're definitely gonna wanna have, kids, should they do this by themselves?
No.
No. They need parents. You guys, make sure you have parents with you to do this because, like I said, it's gonna get hot in here. All right, a knife. What else? Check out in here. Check this. What do we got?
Some colorful string.
Yeah, we happen to have some really cool colorful string, but you can use any string that you have in house. All right, and we also have, hello, hydration. Very important. 2 straws, also very important. All right, and because we're gonna be using the barbecue, we just thought we'd make some dinner. We found this brat in the freezer, and so we're gonna throw on dinner because we are gifted multitaskers. All right, last thing that we need, you guys, all different size pans. Whatever you guys have, whatever you want to use. For this big one, right here, we use a cake pan. There's cupcake tins. We've got mini muffin tins and the muffin top tin because that's the only way to eat muffins. Everybody knows this, right? All right, we are ready to get started.
Step 1, put the beads in the pan.
All right, this is where it gets really exciting because we have all these beads in all different colors and we get to decide what we want to do with them, right?
Yeah.
So these ones are just a color explosion where Ella and I took the beads and we just dropped them in. The goal is to have one single layer of beads across the bottom of the pan. But you can also make a pattern of some sort. What do you think that one is? That was our attempt at a heart. What is that one, Ella?
A rainbow.
Yeah, she did a rainbow. So you can do whatever pattern you want to, but again, the goal is to just have a single layer of beads on the bottom of the pan.
Step 2, put the beads in the barbecue. Make sure you do this with a parent though.
All right, I turned the barbecue on and it's getting hot. We can go ahead and put our beads into the barbecue. Just set them right on there. I'm gonna turn it down to low. I found that they melt at about 450 degrees, so parents just keep an eye on that. And it takes about 10 minutes. So we got some time to kill. What do you wanna do?
Dance party!
All right, here comes dinner. Ella, come quick, it's ready!
It's here? That's awesome, Mom, but that's not what we're here to do.
Oh, that's right, the beads are ready.
Step 3, when the beads are melted, ask your parent to take them out.
All right, it's melted, so we're gonna just set it down and let it cool for a few minutes, and then it should pop out of the pan.
Step 4, pop the sun catcher out of the pan. Step 5, put on your safety goggles and drill a hole in the sun catcher.
All right, this is a really fun part, but you are going to need your parents. Ella and I practiced this earlier, didn't we, Ella?
Yeah.
All right, so I'm gonna help her do this. We're gonna drill a hole kind of close to the top. Go ahead, Ella. Sometimes it's hard to get it off. There we go. See, there it is.
Step 6, string your sun catcher. Cut some string, put it through the hole, tie it, and then you're done.
Ta-da! It's done! It's that easy, you guys. And seriously, there's so many different ways you can use this. You can put it in your window, you can hang it in your room, you can make it into a Christmas ornament, you can give it to a friend to bring some joy to them, whatever you want to do with it, but I'm telling you, making it is most of the fun.
Thanks for joining us.
See you next time, guys.
I'll tell you what, Miss Carrie, that craft made me hungry.
The brat was delicious. A little mayo, a little ketchup on there in a burger bun.
The mayo instantly made me unhungry, but that craft also looked pretty tasty because it was on the barbecue, and I have a rule that anything that goes on a barbecue, it's pretty yummy.
Well, this is gonna look pretty fantastic hanging from your window. So because it's a sun catcher, right?
Sun catcher?
So, yeah.
I personally am gonna make one of those just so I can crush my boys at hide and go seek. They'll never be able to hide without me catching them.
Wait, what? Oh.
Dad joke!
Dad
there
joke!
It was! Sun catcher, they hide, it helps me catch them. Sorry, that probably shouldn't have happened. The best thing about a dad joke is when you just let it linger out there and don't explain it. Come on, Ryan.
All right, well, you're back on your dad game kick. That was fun.
Dad joke.
What did I say?
Dad
game. Oh, that was, your dad game, your dad joke. Okay. All right, Ryan, well, your dad joke game, nope. This happens to me. I get a word in my head and it won't go away. All right. All right, well, clearly your dad joke game is strong.
Hey, I brought it back. I took a couple weeks to really sharpen it, but it's back and better than ever with the sun catcher. Now, kids, I need to tell you and Miss Carrie about this special segment I did with my family. It might be my favorite segment of all time.
Not possible.
I'm telling you.
Better than the flopping.
We had so much fun filming this that it might even pass the flopping.
Past the chicken wing or the wings,
Okay, the
hot
hot wing
wings?
challenge was my tastiest challenge yet. My
Okay.
tastiest, but this one was just fun. It was stressful. We were so legitimately nervous in this thing. It was competition amongst family members at its purest form.
Ooh, when are we rolling this? Because I'm ready.
I think, you know what? I think we should just go ahead and roll it right now. Cristiano, I don't know if you're exhausted after the last time, but we're gonna go ahead and put you to double duty here. Are you ready?
Ooh, okay, here we go.
1,
2,
3, roll it, Cristiano! So today's competition is called Don't Get Last. It doesn't matter if you get first, second, third, fourth, or fifth. If you get sixth, you face the consequences. And those consequences are that you take an egg and you have to smash it on your head. 6 of the eggs are hard-boiled, 6 of the eggs are regular raw eggs that will break when you smash them on your head. The hard-boiled ones will just kind of dent a little bit, maybe hurt your head a teeny bit. So you're hoping you get one of those, but most importantly, you're hoping you don't get last. And all of our games today are gonna be Jenga related. Jenga related games where the person that loses has to face the consequence. We're gonna play all the Jenga games first, and at the end, we will do the fun with the eggs. Wish me luck.
For a lot of these games, the order you go in matters, so we're gonna roll the dice and figure out what order we go in.
So this game is called Reverse Jenga, and basically the way you work it is you set one down on its side, and you build off of that. And the key is, you do not want to be the person that makes the tower fall. Each player must set a brick down sideways. You can go however you want on it, but when you let go, it has to stay standing for 3 seconds, or you lose. After the 3 seconds, you are safe, and it's the next person's job to try and build off that tower. Boom.
But the key rule is you have to stack them on their side like this. And whoever builds the shortest tower in 30 seconds loses.
here's what we're gonna do. Just tell us if you're nervous. No one knows what anyone got. Aubrey, are you feeling good or nervous?
Nervous. I'm not gonna tell. I'm nervous. I'm not nervous at all.
I am also legitimately not nervous. I feel like I went as far as I could. Steady Eddie. I think it's good. So Cristiano, please tell us the name of the person who lost. Aubrey?
So this round is pretty simple. We're just building domino trains with Jenga blocks, and whoever builds the shortest successful domino train loses. All right, nervous check for the domino round.
No.
Not nervous.
No.
Not nervous?
I worked last time, so
I am not nervous, but the fact that they're not nervous makes me nervous.
that.
All right, Cristiano. This has to be said. Who did you say was the winner?
Jen.
You said Jen was the winner, and she celebrated big time.
He didn't say the number.
But we found out, we started comparing the numbers, and I won. So hold on. Who had?
That makes me nervous.
Who had the least? Who's the loser?
Jackson.
Jen, tell them what round we're doing this round.
So this round we're doing regular Jenga, and that's it.
Pretty much
That's
it.
easy.
You guys know how the game is played. We do only have like 2/3 of the Jenga set, so we're gonna make it work with a slightly smaller tower. This is our 5th and final round. Bryson, tell me what we're playing.
Jumbo Jenga.
Jumbo Jenga, and here's the thing. Because it's jumbo, the punishment is jumbo. The loser of this round chooses 2 eggs. Smash.
I mean, you guys legitimately like sacrificed your bodies and my gag reflex for the kids' fun.
I'm telling you, it was messy, it was crazy, it was super competitive, but for me, it was just really, really, really good family fun. I'm very proud of my family for participating, especially you, beautiful wife. Thank you for being willing to get that egg smashed on your noggin.
You know what I think? I think the Pettits may have to up your game.
You guys gonna try it?
I think we may try it, but we'll leave our eggs outside in the hot sun for a week.
I'll tell you what, you better film it, because I'm gonna wanna see that. Miss Carrie with rotten egg running down her face. Kids, comment below and say, please let me see that. Miss Carrie, it's that time that we kind of sadly have to get to every single week.
I know. I feel like we should have a goodbye song.
A goodbye song?
I think so. Like, I mean, a lot of shows, especially kids shows, they have like a little jingle of some.
Oh, I would love that. In fact, I kind of sort of have one.
Oh, what?
Well, I mean, I don't really have one, but I feel like I could make one up.
Ah, okay. All right.
Adioso, amigo. See you later, kids. I hope you had some fun and didn't blow your lids while we played and did worship and a message, and we crafted in the corner. I don't know what rhymes with corner, but I want to say goodbye to you kids. Goodbye to you kids. Come back next week. Come back next week and watch this show. Comment below and smash that like button. Kids, I'll see you later. I'll talk to you later. Oh, kiddies, yeah. I'll keep doing this until you phase out of this show. Hey, kiddos, don't you know that you're gonna come back next week? What? Everyone?